Okay, so I found out Andra is a mass murderer in training, or tried to be. Abaddon kind of stopped her, and this is his skull, or his corpse, laying around in this. That's Abaddon's physical body, right? But he doesn't remember it because he made her forget, or because she made him forget. Certified mass murderer? I think so. She basically threw a moon at this part of the world, and Abaddon, the other god, stopped it. Basically, split it into fragments. Basically, and but he died in the process. So, and this is his body, basically. And she had a temple built on top of his body, in as a personal remembrance for her, but nobody else knows it happened. So, all gods left physical bodies behind. Yeah, that's what they want you to think. With the way Andra's dealing with things, how would you know? She doesn't let anything be remembered. So
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for them.
we don't trust her. So, and now we have other stuff to do. So we have the eyeless. We have to find that, but we have to recreate his Abaddon's hammer first. Then the Forgotten Army that grayed out. No. My fortune has been restored thanks to your efforts, blah, blah, blah. Reforge his hammer. Why is it both they're the same thing? So after we're done here, we have to go back and deal with it there. We haven't been up here yet. Path ahead leads to the outskirts of the Abbey. What would you like to do? Travel directly to the foundry in Durgan's battery. Stay to continue exploring. Also giving us a shortcut to the battery. Well, that didn't help me either. I guess we're done here. Durgan's battery. Get this hammer forged. Stuff. Oh. Choosing. Clear out once and resolve. So clear out is tempers the melee damage with these braces I was just looking at. They are person. No, that's right. How much might? Contributes both diet, might, and healing, as well as fortitude, defense, constitution stuff. I think we're happy to use those. Good. Good, I guess. It's the braces we just found on the questing thing. here. Okay, so where the hell are we? Oh, we're in the foundry. Wait a minute.
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for them.
We haven't been here before. Heavy stones block the hall.
I shall be discreet.
Consider it done. Give me a real challenge.
Stuff. Ruby. Camping. So this is the forge, and they're all having fun making stuff now, right? Oh, look. Ingots. No ingot. Need ingots to make weapon upgrades and armor upgrades too. Okay, incredible heat ripples upward from the white forge and laps against your exposed skin. The fragment of Abaddon's hammer grows warm in your hands as if in recognition. It's only a fraction of the size of the original, but there is metal enough to create a hammer fit for a person of your size to wield. In this forge, the fragment could be shaped anew. Create it. You call to mind every memory you have witnessed of the great hammer. The images coalesce and take shape in your mind's eye. You know every curve, every engraving. Even as a shapeless lump of metal, you can see the fragment for what it is meant to become. The fragment is slow to heat, even in the white forge, and quick to cool as you work it against the anvil. Sweat drizzles down your body and puddles at your feet. Your arms grow sore with each swing of your forge hammer until you can barely lift it. Minutes turn to hours. As Abaddon's hammer begins to take shape, the ring of your own hammer against it takes on a familiar tone, one that you have heard in your dreams. With each strike, an image flashes in your mind. It is hazy at first, but it gains detail as the hammer begins to resemble the original. Over time, the image becomes a frozen landscape centered around a crater lake. Eyeless patrols its frozen surfaces in droves, and this can only be the place Andres described, Kayron's scar. The eyeless pause here and there when you strike and look up, as though hearing the echo of on the wind. In the distance, as more details appear, you see other landmarks, Stalwart, Durgan's Battery, and you understand where the lake it lies in the White March, where you must take this hammer. Finally, with the careful etching of the detail with your chisel, the hammer is completed. No sooner do you make the final mark than you feel a pure radiant energy pulsing from within it like a mechanical heartbeat. There's an indescribable beauty to the shape and the weighting and the design. It feels as if this is the realization of the metal's purpose. You take up the hammer and its power rushes over you in waves, and it shakes your body so hard you nearly drop to your knees. The tremor passes, but the surge of power remains. The hair on your arm stands on end. In your hands is a faithful recreation of a divine instrument. Careful with the weapons of the gods, Watcher. They seldom come without strings.
I've heard enough.
Sounds of an argument reach you from the stairs. Darian marches into the room, arms crossed, while Lengra bounds along behind him.
This threatens all of us now.
Matron Durgan. She lumbers after Darian and Wengra, flanked by two stout ogres. Wengra sees you and points enthusiastically.
See, Darian? He'll tell ya. We can stop him.
Tension crackles in the air. Darian wills and cuts Wengra off with a choppy motion.
If he's seen them, he knows better.
What's going on?
Something killed a whole crew of hunters out in the wood. Tore them apart like dolls, Insects.
Despite his steady posture, his eyes flit and flicker like flies. His upper lip shines with sweat. Berrigan mutters something to her escort, and they snort in agitation.
I told ya! All we gotta do is get him in range of these cannons, and then we blast him!
She brings her hands together in a loud clap.
We don't even know what they are.
He shuts his eyes and breathes loudly through his nose. I do. They're known as the Eyeless. But what they are isn't important. What matters is they'll destroy us all, and more if they aren't stopped. Stuff. Yes.
The destruction my dreams warned me of.
Gaze is distant with horror. Suddenly she rounds on Wangren and Darien.
And your greed and recklessness have brought them on us all!
She rolls her shoulders back and bares her teeth at the two villagers. Rage hangs around her like a musk. Darien and Wangren each take a step back and square off against the ogres.
You burning our village didn't help matters none.
Wangren's feral grimace exposes needle-sharp teeth.
It wasn't my clan that attacked you.
No difference. One ogre stinks as bad as the next.
Calm down, everyone. None of that matters now. Berrigan's right. You wanted something you didn't understand, and it's brought trouble. Your interests have never aligned with stalwarts, Berrigan. I doubt that's changed. You may be right, Berrigan, but this isn't helping. Perhaps you should go. Calm down. None of that matters now. Darien and Wangren grumble, shifting on their feet and glaring sullenly. After a pause, Berrigan looks back at you.
I came to offer my clan's help.
The others gawk at her.
The White March has been our home for centuries. We'll defend it alongside you.
Ogres flanking her grunt their assent. Very well. Your aid would be welcome. She presents an ancient bandit horn in both of her calloused hands, holding it out to you.
Sound it anywhere in the White March, and 3 of my best warriors will be at your side.
She
Your
bows.
battles become ours.
This is funny. Sound familiar? Oh my god. That is just blatantly ripped off, isn't it?
What's your plan for dealing with
And
them
I mean,
exactly?
this was blatantly ripped off by somebody else. Not that it's not totally new, but yeah. Anyway, what's your plan? Eyes are hidden at Chiron's scar. I'll face them there. Let me worry about that. I'll face them there. That's what I'm saying. I know this game was ripped off. Is what I'm saying. Wangren and Darien gape at each other in disbelief.
That lake's notorious. Folk never come back from that.
She breaks off, her eyes suddenly wide.
Oh. Ahem.
An awkward silence follows when Greg clears her throat noisily.
You know, if you could ready those heavy cannons, I might could back you up with some extra firepower.
She grins, a mischievous twinkle in her eye. I sent the crew to the tower, says Wangra. But they came back complaining about Skulldrak and other nasties. Nearly took Kulmar's leg off.
If those things are on the move, we don't have much time. If you're really gonna stop them, take this. It's the best of the ore we've pulled from Stalwart's mines. It's not much, but it's good enough to make the old Pargrunen smiths proud.
We call upon the aid of crag ogres by using the Battlehorn and Chiron's Scar. Okay, so the horn, there it is. We just use it whenever, or it's got to be... Somebody's got to be holding it, right? So we'll have you hold it. We'll never remember it's there, but we'll have it. So, the hammer. It's a two-handed hammer. Of course it is. Speed is slow. It does a lot of crushing damage, accuracy, damage. Oof. Find the item to unlock the next level. Who wants to use the two-handed hammer? She's using the Redeemer. She's using the Grey Sleeper and Tidefall. hold on to that. Never swing this thing around for a little bit. Because this doesn't level up anymore, I don't think. Yeah, it's fully upgraded, so she might as well use the hammer for a little bit. It's kind of big. And once bounding, that can be equipped by any other character, which is fine. So legendary, so lots of accuracy and damage, more might, accuracy when against the eyeless, damage against them. Destroy eyeless on critical hits. Ring of the Ancient Forge. Ring 1 per encounter. 4-meter radius. Stun for 10 seconds. AoE stun. That's pretty good. Once per encounter, Abaddon's Labor. So, area effect 30 meters. Crushing damage. User 1 fatigue. Use this army to destroy the army of the eyeless at Carrion Scar. So this thing is fully upgraded? That's what it looks like. Okay. So until we get there, use that. Okay. Scar. Ready to the cannons. Here we go. Heavy cannons at the top of the west tower of Timur were once a powerful defense. They could be valuable safeguard for the battery and me. Send to the west tower.
I'll see what I can find.
Great Hall, front gates, east tower. Didn't it say the west tower? The west tower at Durgan's battery. This is a new area for us. Hi, workers.
Be cautious. Be constant.
Black powder, handle with care. Bronze statue of Abaddon stands over here. Blah, blah, blah. Free stuff. More free stuff. Yeah, look at them mine. Oh, they're not really mining, are they? Trying to clear that. More dripping simmer at the... There's a cook in here. This dwarf gives you a quick nod as he smears the grease and soot from his fingers on his apron. A copper chain dangling from his ear sparkles red in the firelight. I know who you are. Wouldn't it be in this place if it weren't for you? He rubs the chain on his ear, flashing a half smile. What can I do for you? Let's see the stores. Let's get to it. So, there. Intellect 3. I'm trying to figure out this hat for him. Intellect would be good. That, let's see. I don't know. Does he have any other intellect? I'm not sure. $16 base, so he's got no bonus to his intellect, so that hat might be helpful. Definitely looks like a wizard now. Definitely looks like a wizard.
Nice and quiet.
Worker. Stones. Oh.
This calls for a subtle touch.
This isn't stealing, right?
Give me a real challenge.
It's not stealing. This kind of finishes this Gordian supplicant and returns to the stronghold. So, I'm not exactly sure what we got out of that, other than a message. Oh, look, it's a key for a door that we needed open for whatever reason.
And what do we have here?
Trap. More ingots for upgrades, right? Do we need to upgrade the ingots for the cannons, or is it just something else? Or are they just giving us the ingots so that we can use them?
I'll see what I can find.
And what do we have here?
Where's the West Tower? Battery parapet, so I guess we'll go up that way. So we came in here for try to get to the West Tower so we can get those cannons up and running properly, right? Oh shit, we have leveled up. Just noticed that. Gimpy, Durance, and the Psycho Mom have leveled up. So this would be level 15, I believe. 1 point short of another level of mechanics. Suck. Rogue stuff. So, Crippling Strike. It's Assault. Escape. He has sort of that already. Finishing. I thought we had this. 2 per rest. Full attack. Stuff. Coordinated positioning. So 2 per encounter. Coordinated positioning. So what's this do? Oh, the swap positions. Never mind. Withering Strike. 1 per encounter. Target weakened for 10 seconds. Full attack stuff. Fearsome strike. 1 per rest. Target hobbled for 15 seconds. Weakened for 15. And full attack for damage. Stuff. Smoke cloud. Once per encounter. Is successful. Distracted for 12 seconds. Ooh, sap. It's a 2 per encounter. Target is stunned for 5 seconds. Feigned death. 1 per encounter. Instant. Invisible, immune to engagement. Untargetable for 10 seconds. Prone. Oh, immune to prone too. What? So. Oh, the rogue collapses to the ground and pretends to be out of the fight. Pretending you're gaining endurance and bitiness over time until the moment is right to return to battle. When the rogue stands up, he or she becomes invisible for a short period of time. Persistent distraction. Whenever the rogue is contributing to the flank affliction on a target, the victim is also distracted. Lowers all the target's defenses by 6 and lowers their number of engagement targets by 1. For most characters, this means they cannot hold any enemies in engagement while distracted. Feigned death. Let's do feign death. Endurance. Or survival. I would do spell mastery. So Barnes Death Door, this is the free spell, right? Just for the faithful with benedictions while being allies in the area effect with accuracy and might bonuses while their enemies receive penalties to the same. 5-meter range to cast, 3.85 radius. That's not bad. Be able to use that every combat, right? Try against bewilderment. Immunity days confused. Single ally. Yeah. Planet causing enemies to the area effect to take penalty. All defenses and incur burn damage over time. Time for the Crusaders. When any ally in the area of effect delivers a killing blow, he or she gains endurance. Me. Thinking, devotions for the faithful. How long does this last? 43 seconds. That's actually pretty good. So we're going to take you. And you. We're working her through survival, I think. Power, level 8. Reaping Knives. The Cypher uses an ally's soul to create blades of pure energy that emerge from both hands. The blades do raw damage and generate focus for the Cypher who created them. 80 focus. 2-meter range. Allied target. Summon
a bag of water.
Reaping Knives.
It is time to take a break. Go stretch your legs. This break supports the purchase of Rocket's treats. If you would like to help Rocket feel like a puppy again, Please visit gimpyknee.com/support, or you can watch the ads during the break, or you can type !treats in chat. Thank you. Your next break is in 1 hour.
So, these. Basically, put these on a friendly, and as they do damage, she gets focus. Defensive mind web. By blinking hers or her mind, linking hers or her mind with those nearby allies, the caster creates a series of defensive links between them. All allies in the mind web use the best defense of anyone in the web. 80 focus, instant range, aura range is 3 meters. So friendly or defensive mind web for 43 seconds. Oh, she can take both of them if we want. Stasis shell. This is just to put somebody, leaving them unable to act, but also unable to. Yeah, we don't care about that one so much. Tactical meld. Plus 20 accuracy when attacking the same enemy as a target for 36 seconds. That could be useful. Target. It's basically steel damage reduction. Mind lance. This damages everybody in the way, though. It's on the same characteristics of the target psyche. 10 points stolen from a random attribute. Echo, violation, secret horrors. Eye strike. This is blinded for 14 seconds, days for 14. Oh, it's AoE. Soul shock. Burst around them. Characters standing in the area around the target take shock damage. So area effect is an allied target. Outer shell of an allied target. Okay, so they have to be within 6 meters, and then there's a 2.7 meter radius. That's pretty big. Or decent size, at least. Blinding? Dazed as well. I think we're going to go with the eye strike. That's low level. She can crank those out if she needs to. That'll work. Okay. So it's the West Tower. We'll do this. I need to take another break real quick. It's been a busy morning. But anyway, I need to get up, stretch my legs, get some water, go check on Rocket because Mrs. Kimpy's out running errands. I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you all very much for watching. Enjoy the dog video.